so far, and back-to-back as well.
They had a great performance yesterday, and
indeed.
more importantly, they are a static roster. And so what we've talked about, right? A lot of the rosters have changed. Some of them have kind of not worked out. Some of them have. But teams that have sort of stuck together, we found, have just been more consistent. Simple as that. It's a pretty harsh playing path for most of the northern-based teams, so we're going to see some adjustments. Possibly a couple going down south, like Navi. I can see already bailing out, going down towards the bottom area of the map. Now, we had a Los Leones finish yesterday.
You were ecstatic.
It was great. It was great. I mean, we had 10 teams with, I think it was 31 alive in Phase 8, the final circle. It was just like, what is happening? This is just bonkers. And they were either side of a street as well. It wasn't like a multiple buildings. It was just like one big street down the middle. Smokes everywhere. Everybody piling in. Bonkers. K-Mine so nearly pulled out a mega clutch.
It was lovely to see. I love Los Leones. I think it's one of my favorite, if not the favorite endings. Especially, we've had a few together. It's been some crazy games once we've casted those. The Phase on the western side, very contested on the western side because of the plane right now. And you can see here, watch the best teams compete at GLL PUBG Season 4 Finals, February 28th, 29th, and March 1st.
Yeah. Set that on your calendar if you're just unsure what this is all about. Obviously, you get to see the big teams performing now, but they're all qualifying for that big final event on the 28th of February. That weekend is a hot one, that's for sure. And we're hoping it is in Stockholm at least. Not too hot, though. Not too hot.
Not Season 2 hot, where it was like a record
It was
record
mega
summer.
hot, wasn't it?
It was a record summer. And I believe all fans and air conditioning units in Sweden
were sold out, right?
Yeah, it was sold out.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Insane.
So
nights.
people were selling people were selling fans for 10 times what they were usually worth.
It's crazy how I've had that with esports. I went to Sydney to do FIFA, and we had the hottest they've ever had it. Luckily, I was in the ABC studio, so it was well air conditioned. But outside, it was like 54 degrees or something, like melting stuff. You're cooking steaks on the pavement and stuff. It's just it was insane. And when I did another FIFA event in Berlin, we were in this great facility. It was the Adidas Berlin base, and it was like this big sort of community football center, like indoor football and everything. And it was like 40-odd degrees in Berlin. It was just like, what? And there was obviously, it's an indoor community center. There's no air conditioning.
You can't do that,
Me and Joe were sat there sweating our nuts off trying to cast this FIFA games. But it's esports has been some hot places over the years. I've done some cooking things in Lisbon when I've been in a nightclub in Lisbon. With Oliver, who's actually works. It probably will be working the GLL event actually in 2 months' time. And I remember that was a 40+ degrees in Lisbon, and he had to run this cable, and it was you know what nightclubs like? Okay, so there's like this trestle that goes across. You know, it's like sometimes across the roof, and he's crawling across this, but he's having to use like padding on his sleeves because the metal is so hot that he's having to crawl across. He's like going across a cooking grill basically. Trying to run this cable across. It was crazy.
You know what I'm hoping to see? I'm hoping to see once Vikendi gets re-released.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's it's going to be the best iteration of the map ever. We'll have that in esports. We'll have that in esports mode. We'll have that in the tournaments. We're going to see GLL host some sort of it'll be next year sometime when it's cold again.
Snow game,
X
game style.
Yeah, and we're going to be sitting in very cold, big jackets and with hats on.
Ski
and
goggles on.
Yeah,
and
with a ski resort in the back or something.
It will suit Toby down to the ground. He loves his snowboarding, doesn't he? So he'll be set up. But as you can see, it's a pretty standard center circle. There's not a great deal to talk about this other than Picado is dead center, which is why we're reminiscing on various events. Plenty to play for. That's where the observers think it's going to finish.
No.
Is that what you're thinking? No. I don't know. I mean, we have had it. Remember, this was the epic Gustav game? Iro and Gustav. That massive game they had with TSM.
Just outside here, right? Actually.
The triangle, yeah.
Just south of K-Mind. And they're showing us a very greedy
It's the liquid split, yeah.
Yeah. Mexi, K-Mind, James, EB. They have a big 1-1-1-1. Obviously, to make sure that they can contain as much as possible. See what this is going to be doing here. They are in a 2-2 split. And obviously, this can kind of go anywhere, but I'm seeing this kind of go south.
You think it's going to pull down south to sort of those warehouses and stuff down that way?
Yeah, but also...
Or maybe like the church. Yeah, I was about to say the church or something. This is over at the graveyard after all, over this way. I mean, it's Circle 1. It could pull anywhere. We could go over to the classic Monte Nuevo sort of north circle.
Finish them off as well. James is going to be done for here.
It's the dangerous 1-1-1s.
Yeah. James was... he was outside, trying to be showing a little bit of presence, but he got caught out.
He did.
Kofest is going to find metrics from Pog, and that is a rotation west of Los Leones right now.
I think that's a drive-by as well. I think
they were close. Kofest was either waiting, yeah. They were driving by him. I think he was
rotations, yeah.
I think he was waiting for them in somewhat. But Pog is moving in. They're getting close to where actually the compound that James just died in. So there's going to be some loot on the ground. They're going to be like, what?
Wait, there's a body here?
Why is there a body? Why is there a dead body? Oh, there's Nate's loot. Nice.
Yeah, Nate's.
And a SKS as well.
Yeah. They'll be happy. You know what? There'll be poggers in chat.
There will be poggers in chat.
Yeah.
In 9 minutes, though. Maybe I should join in.
Yeah, we do have a 10-minute delay here, guys, so nothing's getting spoiled. Omicron coming in on the side. Exalt. After ult. And oh my god, that's not the place to roll it. Yeah, that's going to cost you. Yeah. Oh, wrecked Zirong. Straight over. That was, you heard the crunch as he went down, and Wade's going to get revived.
Shiv ran out of bullets and couldn't finish it off.
Can we show that at 5 p.m.? I'm not sure.
Well, it's after 10 p.m. somewhere in the world, you know. It's very nice pull-up, very nice push from that, being able to secure the rest with that and also get the point from Exalt, obviously. The Exalt guys are moving a little bit. I see a Monkey is in a car. And these guys are moving further south, closer to Labadita and closer to Blaze, who's also actually holding a very greedy split across here. Welcome to Sargers, they're holding the whole mountain, kind of the chain above, of mountains above Picado down very well as well, plus the compound below, I believe.
Banking on the power grid shift, see if it goes that way. Paul's anywhere north, they're going to have the first run of trying to get into sort of San Martin area. That sort of space, of course, you can see in the north is the Sauna Boys and Unique just edging around the north side of San Martin, figuring out where the best spot is. Tornado Energy covering the majority of Power Grid Hill Line. Navi way down south, Chumacera. And Pog, I believe, are in the church, aren't they, at the moment? And
I think they're further east, actually.
Oh, they pulled up on the same compound as Gemty, didn't they?
No, James,
James, rather, yeah.
Yeah, these guys on the church, they have a graveyard after alt. That's a little hole there. Perfect breach. Yeet. And a picture.
Hulk Jesus. He's still alive.
TSM, they are west of Minas Generales with a split as well. Slowly coming in. Unique is coming on the northern side, as you said. Now Omar can here taking some shots at Navi, maybe punishing some of their vehicles. Behind them, though, is FaZe. Let's see if they're going to be fighting here. I see, though, it's like FaZe is taking some shots versus Tornado.
Yeah, they've not really moved much, have they, FaZe? I mean, Monty Nueva did take them a while to get to, but they were a little slow. And they haven't really gone very aggressive on any of the compounds. They're just going to play on the edge side.
They're playing on the western shift here.
Yeah.
If they get that western shift, the compounds they are in is absolutely golden.
I mean, yeah, it's not like we haven't seen it go that way many, many, many times.
No. And then Liquid usually sits on it. The 2-2 split K-Mite. Oh my god, this car is actually broke.
Yeah.
It's missing two
two left tires. It's all good. It's all good. If they're both gone, it can drive safe. Ooh.
Perfect.
Easy.
Calculated. And now the other, and now it's parked like this. The other wheels are also going to be taken out.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Left.
Oh, north.
Oh, welcome to South Georgia, looking golden. So are obviously the Sauna Boys. They're going to go straight into Power Grid.
Yeah.
And the question is, how are Unique going to progress from here? Will they continue on to Power Grid? It looks like they will. Everybody's signing in for Power Grid.
Everybody's like, okay, this is Power Grid ending. We'll see what's going to happen, though. But welcome to Chargers. They will pull up on the ridges before, like, closer to Power Grid or all the way in. So
I think they should. I think they're going to get straight in. Are they going to? Do you think they're going to go ditch and scout?
I think they'll stop in the ditch just before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samsy scouting. Mexi going to catch him out. Should catch him out. Pog goes down. That's Shushin. Finished the job. K-Mind getting pressured. Mexi has been picked up though. K-Mind's going to come around and try and finish the job. This is all in Picado. Team Liquid on their back door, losing 2 already. Mexi and James both down. Ibby's off to the north side of Picado as well, so he's not really helping K-Mind at the moment.
kind of surprised. I think also Mexi was surprised these guys decided to pull up in Picado because this is
not prime territory right now.
It's not prime territory. I don't really feel like it's the play, and I feel like it's just kind of a Hail Mary to make sure that they have some safe plays to play. FaZe is coming in the dip that they actually usually play. Have played multiple times. Rookie and the Soundwave, we've seen them multiple. You remember them, like the red FaZe logo and the color here. They usually play this area. But
welcome to South Georgia, and although knowing them from NAIP days, where the compound that SOLOMID is in is the one that they absolutely love to play from. And you just saw Vard trying to peek in there along with Miraku. They really wanted to get in that building, but SOLOMID have beaten them to it. They've also taken over the warehouse now, so South Georgia are going to be committed to that dip, which is tricky to play from because it can easily get pushed up on, or you just have teams committed to it. Tornado Engine nearby. Further to the north, TSM have gone into San Martin, so they're just sort of edging the way around the north side of that. Speaking of the Sauna Boys, Jupsix is well out of position from the other three members. He's way over on the road, banking on the northwestern shift of this circle. But I mean, it has kind of gone that way before. It's where we're expecting to pull west, right?
Yeah, we're expecting to pull in fourth circle, obviously, pull away from certain areas. And most likely we'll pull to the northwestern side after that. But the next circle can go anywhere, but still it has to go very, very far south or southeast.
Fuzzy's checking. No, he's on the top mountain, just checking the entire back area. He was just checking. Is there anyone behind us? No, our back are safe. Okay, everything is in front of us. See what we got to play with.
Yeah, top tier informational player here.
Yeah, just get every little scout. Now the question is, did he see Jupsik? I'm not sure if he did. I think he's the little sneaky scout in there. Exalt went for a big old avant-garde style rotation, went way around into the top side of Hacienda now. Yeah, here's Fuzz just scouting everything out.
Most likely going to be running through Hacienda and then try to kind of jump onto the...
There's not even a vehicle there, so they will have any information that he's there. I mean, yours are suspicious of Little Shacks. Came on finishing the job with a nade there. So I think there's just one Pogger left. One Pogger. One little Pogger. Ooh, that bounced off the rim of the window that he's looking out of.
All right, so southwest circle here, kind of in an area we usually expect, and the next one is definitely going to go far northwest. So it's going to be a power grid ending. Very likely to see that. And FaZe is sitting on the western side. AT's going to move as well. They're going to be meeting up on the western side and probably try to gatekeep some of the guys that are going to be trying to swinging around and sweeping around on the southwestern side. Good play from now. We could be coming all the way around on that side. They do have the kind of scopes and stuff to see that. So if they continue on the western side for that, they could definitely get a lot of space in here. A lot of teams already in a center position. DA is sitting in a 3-1 split. Now Pokemon though is taking some shots. Exalt here. Oh, tried to pre-nade that as well.
It's getting very busy on that north side. So you got TSM, obviously Exalt there. You've got the Unique guys and Inside Games also coming in behind him. Looks like after all, they're going to swing around the north as well. So it's going to get very, very crowded in that northern sort of slopey area. And down south plays Besiktas. Have to work their way in. Team Liquid are still in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Oh, and that is going to be the big bear striking Jempty, catching Monkey down.
Yeah, and also Brexco's gone down to Deme. Fex is going to finish off Monkey, and now Udio's taking some shots as well. Oh, he's going to be taken down by Fex. Nice shots from Fex here. Unfortunate for TSM losing Brexco, though.
Unique try to confirm it. They got it. Aduzi, could see him coming. They yoink it away.
It's mine now, right there.
And Fex, well, they need the points. Unique need the points. Everybody's desperate for those points. Those confirmation kills could cost in the end. Keep your eye on that one. That 1 point could be a big deal. After all, they've moved on to the hillside now. Inside Games have been very slow moving up San Martin. They're kind of being kept out at the moment. Unique have this really wide angle, Ibi. And that's going to be Ibi done and dusted. Oma can't find him in the ditch edge there. So that leaves just K-Mind on his own now.
Now Blazy Laza is in this compound here on the eastern side with... Oh, Besiktas going to take down Jevlis, finish him off as well. And now Lipsin is also here. Unu's going to be found as well by Lipsin. He's going to be able to finish him off as well. Looks like, yeah, very well played by Lipsin. Now Metabe is the last player in this compound. And Blaze is coming with the lineup, coming in with the backup too.
Sees the angle, realizes where he is. Lipsin Great information working for these guys. This is way out on the eastern edge of the circle as well. It's not really a play for position. It's more just a try and pick up those kills and see where you can go from here. They have a lot of work to do. Inside Games are sending it. They're going on the northern side, trying to launch in. I don't know whether they're going to continue in towards Sauna Boys or whether they're just going to stop short. It will give a lot of information for the teams that are out that way. And Metabe comes out and gets 3 down. Oh my word.
That's so well played. They did not expect one player to be here. Holy, that's so unfortunate for Blaze. They actually played it really well before that, but Metabe managed to step up, and Okofis is coming in now. And Apocalypse, he has just to run away from this and try to get into a different position. Our next circle did go north, and is centering up very nicely on Power Grid, as we was talking about. Now, Omar Ken is looking good. Welcome to South George. Inside Games, FaZe has an immense amount of control here. Danimon taking some shots after all. He's going to take down Play With Me. And Stanin's going to be able to get away from that. Looks like Pokemon and a Doozy. They will be on the northeastern side, and they're going to have to push in as well. And Inside Games have creeped in between them. Phosphate is going to find Jubicic, we were talking about earlier. So now Phosphate and the guys from FaZe have immense control.
DA and Navi also going to clash down on the south side. They're sort of bumping into one another with a bit of tornado energy, taking the shots in the back here. This is Lol, aka Mert, just around the side as he works his way up with Metralius and Smash, all trying to keep Navi at bay. Navi desperate for the points. Bestalosh finds one. Senya's nade, then Kemba's nade coming over. Metralius has got a nice off angle there, catches Kemba down. Top fragger from phase 2, but Mert will quickly get the response and knock him down.
Lul here, aka Mert. A really rough position. Nades are coming in. Tab is just going to try to find him. Ooh, nearly connecting a few shots as well. Taking Honest, no. Gonna be nading, yeah. Shots coming out. Flashbang, nice. That's gonna push him back. Now pushing out as well. Oh, Tab's gonna take him down. And Metrilius is gonna trade that. That's so well played. Dillislate's gonna be found on the other side though. That is Tornado Energy helping the Na'Vi guys indirectly. Tornado Energy actually has really good amount of control on the southeastern side.
Welcome to South George, stretch south with 2 members to try and keep an eye on this. K-Mind is still trying to work his way up there, but he's gone. Kofost has gone as well. He was picked off by Apocalypse a minute ago. Now he's bled out in the blue. And Metabe is the last man that's down there. Up in the north, TSM Inside Games after all clashing along with Unique. So it's a 4-way battle on the northern grid lines. Now, Danimon and both Wade for After All got 7 kills in that big 17-kill game yesterday. They're looking for more here.
Nice nade coming in. Stan's going to have to run away. Pokemon, they're very much in the open here. They do have some riches to work with, but I'm feeling After All is really having the upper hand here.
Look at the TSM flank. Michael and I can't see who it is. It's Michael and I think is it Gemty that's up there? Yeah, the bear. Making their way around. So they're flanking around to try and get a look on the backside of Pokemon in stand-in as they try and get the shots up the hill. Danimon and Co continuing to flank. After all, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to mess with them at the moment. They are hot. And Unique are feeling it. Stand-in goes down. Vard's been picked off. That is up in the ditches. He's going to get revived, so there's no worry about that one as everybody else continues to walk through. Oh, Wade, where did that come from? Pokemon catches him.
Nades coming out. Stand-in is most likely going to be flushed off with those. Nades coming in there, raining in. Pokemon is not going to be able to pick it up. Pixel and Inside Games is also going to be playing a role in this. Pixel's not going to be jumping into the fight just yet, but they are in between. It's a big sandwich here in between Unique, After All, and Inside Games. Also, TSM is on the further north, and they're most likely going to have to play a role with the Inside Games fight, potentially also finding Naleb.
Will it pull over to... No, it's centers dead on Power Grid. It's centers dead on Power Grid. It's been a while since we had a full Power Grid ending. RIP the Pittsburgh Knights. They'd be loving this map right now, but Pokemon taken down to nothing but Michael with the hits on Danimon, and he forces him to back away from that one as my voice gives out as well.
That is unfortunate. Luckily, I'm also here, and my voice is absolutely fantastic. Meanwhile, D-Man's going to be throwing a big glass of water down his throat. On the southern side, Na'Vi has 2 guys standing only. Tornado Energy is looking with 4, but they're being very much gatekept right now by Welcome to South George. They're fully aware of this. Poglib on the east, he's going to be fully alone here, but he could play a role, maybe try to steal some of the kills or try to attack with this. Pixel, though, is running up on Pokemon, D-Man.
Yeah, it was just waiting.
Well played.
Little tag from the side. Most people, as soon as they got tagged from the side, would have instantly gone for that shot. He waited a little bit longer. Michael is dead. There's no doubt about that. There's nothing going to save him here unless Gemty can go some magical play. Or Strolavac confirming that one. Nailip holding in the bush.
Nade. Ooh, this could be a good nade. Nice nade from Gemty onto Zampi. Now it's too low. It's also very low. He's going to be pushing around. Pixel is on the... He's on the far east here compared to where Gemty is. And now shots are coming in. They have to push now and make something happen.
Sure, I'm not sure he knew that Ostrolovac was there. Yeah, that was the problem. Second nade would come in. He's going to bank off the rock. He pushes up to it. I like it. I like the play. It's taken players a long time to sort of get that mentality in their minds that if there's a nade coming towards me, I'm going to run towards it rather than away from it. Ooh, nearly. Vex instead goes down to the blue. So inside games, they're going to get all four back on the feet, and TSM go out very early again.
All right, let's see what Nailip can do here. He's going to be laying in some of the bushes up around close to this. Sound Boys are sitting 3 guys in the red brick building on the northern side of Power Grid. FaZe on the west, they're maintaining the vast majority of the control, and Omakin is sitting inside the kind of factory red brick building on the southern side and putting in some pressure to make sure that Welcome Sartros and those guys don't come in.
It's very interesting with Sonar Boys up there and FaZe there. I remember a strong finish between these two.
Oh, yeah.
With Misa having a massive game. That was obviously when they were representing Crow Crowd in Phase 3. Uber, got to be careful he doesn't get caught out by Senya off to the side as they're all looking for these sort of flanking angles as best they can. Navi are slowly being forced in towards the Tornado Energy guys that they're well aware of. Meanwhile, up in the north, after Alt and Inside Games, getting very close to one another, looking like they're going to go hunting for kills.
Denimon in a good off angle.
Oh, I don't know. He's going to be so exposed as soon as Freako comes over this map.
But is he aware of Pixel, and is Pixel aware? No, Gushira is a very nice push here from these guys. All just searching in, trying to get a position on it. Now, Inside Games are kind of repositioning themselves a little bit. They're stacked up a lot, but Nailub is going to be playing kind of a snake role here. Maybe try to get one of these guys down and secure a point for Exalt.
He strike from behind, or will after all just simply overrun Inside Games there. Coming over the hill, Danimon is going to find himself one, gets damage on Ostrolovac, doesn't finish him off. As soon as he goes down, it's a bit of a game of whack-a-mole. Free kill, doesn't decide to pop up and strike.
3 nades. Oh, and that's a card
as well. They're right in the dip as well. It's gone too far.
Yeah, it should have been an underhand. Oh, nice shot here from Absolori. That's an opening. They can make something happen. Nades are coming in as well. Kushara has been taken low. Sarong is also having some pressure from them, and
Nailip still waits.
Coming in. Ooh.
Still waits. Oh, welcome to South Georgia running towards this. They're coming streaming around from the south side, trying to flank around. After all, may get caught off guard here as they, well, could be the sandwich as they get caught out. Senya has been popped. That's down south, leaving Bestalosh the solo man. But now, do they suspect something here? Gushia's kind of looking. Samti comes over the hill. 1 and 2. They spotted Gushia as well, so they're going to continue to follow this one through. Welcome to South George. Should finish after all here.
Ujara alone. The other guys are trying to decide if they want to push in now or they want to get into the circle. They are not currently inside the circle right now. Iro's playing the Anchorman here. Melman's going to find Bestala, so that's Navi out in 9th. No placement points for them, unfortunately. Tornado Energy still with a good amount of people alive and 5 kills so far for them. Iro repositioning as well. That means they're letting go of the anchor. They're taking up the boat and just trying to sail slowly in towards the power grid.
Frustrating game for a lot of the teams inside power grid because they're yet to get kills, but they're just having to sit and wait for it to happen. There is still 22 alive, so plenty of kills to be picked up. Melman going in a vehicle into power grid. That is a little ballsy. Example's doing the same, so all the Tornado Energy committed to this one right next to Omicron. T-Bone's nade will find one, but now Example's managed to get himself against that ridgeline. Will he hold on for long? That's the question.
Ujara is going to be found by Ostrolovac, so he's off. Free kill has been knocked. He's probably going to be able to be picked up. We're down to 7 teams now. T-Bone, he wants to push onto this and make sure that they get these points. I was going to be fine Gustav as well, so he's down while FaZe was trying to push into a better position inside the power grid.
Page and T-Bone, that's it. That was nice. T-Bone's like, I want to push it, but I need a buddy. Page is all for it. The man that's got so many frags so far. Example, popping the smoke and keeping himself alive. FaZe also getting a look on this one. See if they can get something down. Up in the north side, free kill is found Nailip at last, so that's Exalt down in 7th place. T-Bone will get himself the 1. Should see the 2nd. Has a big old hit there and has to force to back down.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Gustav's been picked up as well. FaZe is in a really good position here. They could take control of the whole western side off the power grid and have a lot of work with that. But for now, they're going to slowly steady off here. They know that Millman is in there somewhere in the containers, and it's going to be hard to flush him out because the containers are positioned very well for the cover. So Millman is playing that extremely well. Omaken, though, they are pushing out. Page is on the outside, making sure that FaZe doesn't wrap up them. It's a very nice ending here, very perfect. I like this ending here.
Nice
Welcome
as
to
well.
South George, though.
Yeah, T-Bone's backed away just to cover off the back door there. Welcome to South George. We're flanking around, but if they're not, they've got to be careful they don't tunnel vision into this one. I'm seeing T-Bone and Page backing again now, so well aware that Welcome to South George could wrap on their back, so they're making sure everything is covered off there. Compound is just about inside. FaZe are the team that need to move up along with Inside Games. Inside Games up in the north, caught out. Iro, we'll see one. Astrolovac did get himself an Orm back there.
That's a steal.
But I don't know whether he can really use it. Melman, oh, they don't quite trip over the snake.
Well played. Astrologic's going to take down Misa, though. He's going to return the favor. Now he can push in, but Iro heard this. He just knocked one of them, so let's see if he can also finish off Astrologic. We're down to 5 teams, so NATO got 6th. Inside Games will most likely be the 5th team to go down here because all the other teams have a lot of players standing right now. 4 on Omaken, 4 on Welcome to South George, and 4 on FaZe, and 3 on Sound Boys.
Uber sees one. Little peek. T-Bone backs away into the crates. Page has tried to take a more central position, banking on this next circle. When we've seen this one before, it does tend to just continue to center. Right in the middle there, it gets very nasty. Who has the best utility? Who has the most smokes? Both of these teams have not really been involved in too much action, so they should be stacked with nades and smokes right now. Now, we do have Nuki back on his feet, so Sauna Boy's back with the full 3-man roster. Iro's still trying to hold that off angle and trying to get Astrolovac, make sure their backs are secure. AT looking to try and find an angle. Gustav, a little tag there. So, circle, where will it go? As it continues to shrink down. Fuzz with the smokes wants to get centered.
Want to get the control of the western part of the power grid. There's some very decent cover with the barrels and the generator area and such. A few smokes and they can actually make it in there. Next circle is gonna pop, and that means we know exactly where it's gonna end. It's gonna end on the top side of the big part of the power grid. Means the vast majority of the teams is looking pretty good, except Omaken, because they're not going to have a lot of cover because all the other teams have already taken control here. So let's see how far they're going to be able to survive and how many kills they're going to be able to take away from this.
How quick the teams move. That single knock that came in on T-Bone. Welcome to South George and FaZe, all flexing towards it. FaZe, they're heading for the center. They want to try and make a northern play. Vasco trying to catch them in the cross here. Uber's going to be the one, but that bush is giving away, and he's going to creep up. As soon as those smokes clear, he sees Gustav. Should be able to get the spray down. Does transfers over to the second as well. A double knock on FaZe Clan. Is there anything to follow up? The problem was that they were getting T-Bone back on his feet. Welcome to South George. They're already moving on this one. The nades are coming over from Omicron. FaZe are in trouble. That's going to be a nade countered out from Fuzzface. Page manages to go down, but Ival picks up the 2 kills. Second nade comes in. That's gone just over the top, the flashbang. And now look on the north side. Sauna Boys, they want a piece of it. As soon as everybody smells blood in the water, Welcome to South George. They're looking at a south play as well.
Such a nice knock and such a nice entry frag for Vasquez to be able to get 2 knocks. That we're going to be able to make something happen here. Fuzzface is down to nothing, and Sounder Boys is taking another position on them here. So well played by Omaken and Sounder Boys. Just taking advantage of this. Shong is going to find Ival, though, and Welcome to South George joining the fight.
Yeah, coming around that south side. They don't want to commit too much to it, but look at Sauna Boys. They can, and it's FaZe Clan, unfortunately, that they tried to make the play. They were the ones that tried to make the move, but Vasco absolutely put them down. Page back on his feet, making it work. He's pushed up, gone very, very aggressive. Well, look at this. Ostrolovac's actually snuck around the backside of the Sauna Boys now. Fuzzface, with nothing to work with, gets T-Bone down.
FaZe just trying to hold on to this while everybody else is joining the fight as well. Deme has an idea of where Fuzzface is.
Somewhere?
But he doesn't have any nades, but he has 10 smokes. He's going to be able to smoke the whole circle off in just a second once we start moving. It's going to be very good for them. Sounder Boys 6 kills in the top 5 position. Miracu's going to find pace. That is Omaken taken out.
5th place for them. Welcome to South George with the only 4-man squad standing. They are pretty close to the center. The center position is just basically to the north side of this massive electrical area. You can see that's where the center point is. And the Sauna Boys are going to take the cover on the right side. They have to flush Fuzz, and they do find him. So FaZe will go down in 4th place. Didn't really get a great deal of kills out of it either because they've been sat on that western side. They get the placement points, so Ostrolovac still in there for inside games. 6 kills and counting for these boys. He could be the fly in the ointment for the Sauna Boys who try to make a play here because they're likely to be the target for him.
This could be very interesting to see if Dolores could make something crazy happen right now. She's actually in a decent position. Welcome to South George. Is further away from the center point, and remember, Nuki, Temme, and Misi collectively have more than 400 smokes, so they are going to be able to smoke all of this off just right now. And if they're clever, if they're very smart, they're going to be making aggressive smokes, making sure that they have the vast majority of the control here.
Nice spotted Vard on point as they were pinned down by the gunfire from Iro and Samti. Now, welcome to South George, look to make the plays. Smokes all over the place, as you would expect. We can see through them occasionally, but they cannot. It is a giant wall of grey for all of these teams. They're all moving into the center point. Everybody's taking an angle. Iro sees a shadow, takes a quick swing in it, but doesn't manage to land the target.
And more smokes is going to be needed because it's 50 seconds or so on the smokes before they start dissipating, and it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds before
Timmy flashed.
It's going to be close here. Iro.
They've all pushed up to the center point, so welcome to South George, who've got themselves that little ridge line that could work in their favor, but Iro guns down Misa. That could be the key man. He can go for the flank now. Nuki gets Iro in response. Miracle tries to push around, but this is what I was talking about. They have that real ridge line, but look at Samti's off angle. Gets one down. It's going to be welcome to South George that will come out on top. It is just a 6-kill game, but they're both teams, they